Today, I'll be transforming this entire village, rebuilding every single house, decorating all of the roads, and at the end, even building a huge wheat farm for all of the villagers, and even more. So keep watching till the end of the video to see the final results. Alright, the first thing on the list is going to be the Mason's house. Alright, the Mason's house is finally finished. I think it turned out pretty great, especially these cool little details around, like the campfires, the bushes, and especially these clay pots. They look pretty amazing. Also, the inside as well. I think it looks really like a villager home. There's also a workstation for the villager. Now then, with this done, the next one is going to be the library. But before I do that, I'm going to need to gather a few more shulkers because I don't think this is going to cut it. So I'll be back once that's done. And with that, I have all the shulkers I need. I gathered 6. That should hopefully be enough. So now we can finally get to building the library or transforming it, as the video says. So let's get going. I already have a few plans on how the library is gonna look. I'm definitely gonna make it a 2-story library, and obviously add a section where there's a lot of bookshelves. But yeah, it's gonna take some time to demolish this house, and I'm building it right over there. And with that, the house is finally gone, so I can start building. Okay, I'll start by building a base here. All right, that's the base of the whole house. So now I can start building on the frame. All right, I think I'm done with the walls. I think it looks pretty good. I'll probably add some more logs in here, so this also looks good. But for now, let's finish the roof. Okay, that should do it. And maybe like, well, maybe a slab right here. Yep, that looks pretty good. Okay, now all that's really left to do is to decorate the place and of course make like a pet here. So let's get going. Okay, I think this entrance is looking pretty cool. Let me do some more details, especially on the back, because I want to add like a type of courtyard behind this, but I still need to figure out how to exactly do that. I think something like this with the banners looks pretty cool. Okay, I pretty much finished this courtyard. I went ahead and added like a little garden here and a little spot for reading books and also like a small bookshelf. Also decorated the house a little bit more with some leaves as well. Actually, let me add another lantern like right over here. Okay, that's perfect. And let me do that on the other side as well. Great. So now all that's left is to do the interior and then of course connect the roads. Okay, I think it's looking pretty good actually. Let me add some more things to this wall over here as well. And as a final detail, let me add some carpets as well. Maybe like here I can do some like some basic design. Make it look cozy, I guess. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think I'm actually done. Let me put some more lighting in here and then I'm actually done. Alright, I think we're pretty much done here. I think it looks pretty amazing. Maybe I'll come back and add like a second floor. Maybe over here above this. But for now, this looks good. After I'm done with the whole like village itself, I'll also be, finishing this bit around here. But for now, I think this is going to be the library. I think I really nailed this little garden in the back. It looks pretty cool. And I think I need to get rid of some zombies down here. Okay, let me put this final door in here. And now the house is finally finished. That should be it. The next house I want to build, it is not even a house. It's going to be more like the marketplace that's right over there. Also, this little bridge and basically a few things around it, especially, connecting all the roads. I do want it to be like significantly bigger than the last one was. Maybe like an area like this. All right, this area looks about as good as I want it to be. And now I can get to building the stalls. Okay, that should be the first stall partly done. I'll still need to add banners, but I'm gonna wait for the sheep to get ready with that. On to the next stall. I'm gonna add it like right over here. All right, I built all three of the little like marketplace sheds or like stalls, marketplace stalls. Also went ahead and made this road look a little better. And now I'm gonna build a cart like somewhere here to add some more life to this whole marketplace. Yup, and that's the marketplace done. Oh, let me add some banners here as well. Almost forgot about that. Alright, with this little market done, I can finally move on to this bridge over here. And with that, the bridge is finally done. Is it useful? Absolutely not. Does it look good? Yes, very. So this bridge has absolutely no help because you could just go around here, but it looks pretty darn good if you ask me. Like, look at this bridge. Next thing on the list will be to probably fix this house up. It's kind of ruining this market down here, so I'll think I'll do this next. Alright, I got the house demolished, but before I'm gonna do anything with that, I'm going to make some kind of like cliff side right over here to show that it's higher. Alright, the cliff is done, so I'll get to building the house now. Alright, the house itself is done. I just need to put some decorations on it. Let me put a window in here, like this. Okay, that's looking pretty nice. Okay, now I'm gonna make some kind of like guardrail around this whole cliff. And maybe like an animal pen, like a pig pen or something, maybe sheep's right here. Okay, so that's a slight problem. Now we gotta fix all of this. Oh my god. Okay, that's looking better now. Let's get on with the decorations. Let's put some more greenery on the house. I can add something over here as well. Yep, that's looking pretty good. Something else here. I'm gonna leave the roof as is now, I think. But I'm definitely gonna need like a little bit more lanterns in here. Just so nothing spawns, that wouldn't be... You see what happens when something spawns in here. Let me add some kind of torch on here as well. Okay, that's probably gonna burn my house. I don't want that. Let me fix this real quick. Okay, perfect. That's looking pretty nice, actually. And I think the house is done with that. It's looking pretty nice. I'm probably gonna add something else here, but for now, this is looking really good. Let me add a few more lanterns around here. Can I put it like... I can't. I guess I can put one like down there. just in case. But this one's looking pretty nice. Let me check from the other side as well. Yeah, from down here, it's looking amazing. A little bit more lighting, and it's gonna be pretty nice. It's quite hard to place these lanterns in good places, but I think that should be good. Yeah, that's looking really nice, actually. Okay, I'll get to the... I think this is the armorer's house. Yeah, this is the armorer's house, so I'll get to that. And after I'm done with this, I'll level all this as I intended, like here, and I'll continue the cliff right this way as well. And after that, I can probably add something here because this is looking a little bit plain. So let me get to the armorer's house. Okay, before I do the house, I'm going to once again do the cliffs by the side of it. So I'll be back once that's done. Alright, the cliff is done here. So I'll get to demolishing the house now. For starters, let me do the hand guards right here, or the railing, whatever you call it, and go all the way around here. And then I'll start on the armorer's house. Alright, this should be good. Now let's get started with the house. Alright, I did have to take down the guardrail here because I did not have enough space to build what I want. But I don't think it's gonna be such a big problem. Okay, this side of the house is done. I wanna add some kind of like chimney around here. Maybe I'll need to remove another part here, but let's see how it turns out. For this to actually work, I think I gotta get the chimney down first, so I'll get to that. Oh, it's already burning it down. That's not good. Oh god. How am I gonna do this? Oh, come on. Okay, that's not gonna work if it's gonna burn it down though. Okay, let's just hope nothing bad's gonna happen with this. It would be unfortunate if the whole thing just burnt down. So let's hope it doesn't happen. Okay, let me add like a campfire here so there's some smoke coming out. I think I remember like some method to make the flame of the campfire go higher or something like that. I'm gonna check that out. Okay, so apparently if I place a hay bale under it, that's gonna help. So let's check that out. Okay, so I somehow lost my hay bales. Like, they're probably down there in the chest. Yes, they are. Okay, great. So this should make the flame bigger, which... Yeah, it does look... Oh, it does look way bigger. Okay, that's perfect then. Oh, great. I just burnt this out. Perfect. Now I gotta get another lava. Amazing. We're getting up here is so hard. And I have to make this one block wider as well. Amazing. Forge is done. Hopefully it's not gonna burn the whole place down. Hopefully. Let's get a look from the outside. It's looking pretty nice, but I gotta like build this up. Probably gonna use like cobblestone for this. This block makes the most sense, I guess. Same thing here. And I can just finish like this. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And then I'm gonna have to add lava in here. But after that, it's gonna be pretty good. The smoke is coming out of there. Now I just need to fill in the things and decorate the house. Yeah, I should also probably fill this in somehow, just to make it look a little better than that. We'll definitely add something in here. Honestly, I'm just gonna get rid of like the back sides. Or I'm not no, I'm not even sure. Let me think a little bit more. You know what? Let's leave it like this, but I do wanna at least fill this in. And yeah, this should be fine with another log here. Yeah, that's looking a little better. Yeah, by the way, I also finally went ahead and made some scaffolding. Pretty useful if you ask me. Let me also add some like wildlife in the roof. Why not, honestly? Never hurts, I guess. It just makes things look better, honestly. And now it's time to do the decorations. And with that, the armor's finished. Let me show you the decorations on the inside. So if you enter, you have like a few bookshelves here, a flower, and when you come up here, there's like a workspace area. Also, some more bookshelves and a balcony looking out that way. Also, a window here. On the sides of the building, I did put a few of these just leaves. And also, I don't know if I've said this before, I've showed this before, but I finished this as well. I went ahead and put all of the guardrails back. So now with this done, I think the next will be finishing up these two houses down here. Maybe I'll do something more, but I'm definitely gonna do these first. Of course, I'm gonna, do more of the side here. I'm probably gonna put like a part where you can travel up and down on the hill here, but let's get started with this house first and then that one. Thankfully, I won't need to absolutely demolish this house. I'll just need to switch out the building blocks to make it look better. So that's a big bonus here. Yeah, so this is basically all I need to do is just change the blocks and hope for the best. I don't know why, but for some reason, the only way I can get this to work is if I place the door from this side. Pretty weird. Honestly, this one's finished. Actually, I'm gonna change the stairs a little bit. Maybe like add a single stair here that's different texture and yeah, I mean, should be better. Maybe this one as well. Yeah, I mean, that's house number 4. I don't know, maybe 4. Done. Maybe a lantern there and another one like here. I'm going to keep the wheat growing in here because that's like a pretty nice touch, but this one's done. Now the next one is this. I do have to dig this one out fully and move it like a few blocks back, but this also shouldn't be too hard to do. I mean, compared to this one, it's gonna be longer, but it's just a normal house. All right, there is a slight problem over here. This started burning. This is not good. This is really bad. Okay, let me just extinguish the lava first. Oh, God. Oh, come on. Okay, I have no idea if it was the campfire or the lava. But now I gotta rebuild like half of this. Amazing. Okay, I don't even know what was here at this point. I don't know if this is the problem. I don't think so. I mean, hopefully not, but it's gonna be some work. All right, problem solved. I think it was the lava, so I just put it out. Now this should be fine, so I can get back to finishing this house. This isn't the most useful window, but it's gonna do its job. And with that, the next house is also finished. Hopefully that's gonna reconnect. Maybe I can add something more here. Some more greenery, actually. Maybe even a window here. It's not gonna be very useful for the villager, but it's gonna be something. Give some extra detail, or it looks better. Perfect. By now, I think I finished most of the houses. I still want to put something up here, either a Fletcher house or a church up here. And I'm just going to transform that as well. And at the end of all, I do also want to build like a community center in place of this garden here. I think it will look pretty amazing here, and it does fit here. So that's probably gonna be the next thing I do after this house. But this tree, I'm actually gonna leave here because it's looking pretty good. And after I'm done with these two houses, I am going to... Actually, I'm also gonna build like a fisherman house right over here. Because it's, this is such a perfect spot for one. And after I'm done with that, I'm just going to go ahead and add some kind of decoration to the roads, so it doesn't look so bland. And once I'm done with everything inside the village, I'm gonna go ahead and build a small farmhouse over here with a huge wheat field around it. That's like gonna be the main things I'm gonna be using this whole area over here. Is I want to build a huge wheat field. But everything so far looking pretty good. But yeah, you can see that this part is like pretty bland, so I'll need to fix some of that. But let's get going with this house as well. Thankfully, this is also in the right place, so I won't demolish this. I'm just gonna rebuild this like I did the other two, basically. And also, as you can see, there's a path going to this cave. I was thinking of building something like some like adventurers guild or something like that in here, with like a huge, just revamping the whole cave. But I'm probably gonna do that in a later episode once I have more resources. But let's get going and build this house. So let me get to transforming this house. Once again, it's nothing crazy because I'm just transforming it. So I'm just like gonna change a few blocks here and there. I'm basically changing the whole roof itself, but besides that, this isn't like anything crazy. I don't know about this though. I probably won't want it like this, but I'm just gonna do everything in there though. Shouldn't be a problem, honestly. I mean, the doors have to go, right? And also later, here I want to make like a path to the other side. So basically from here connecting to here. And then continue the mountain cliff side like here. Basically the same as this. So doors can go in once again from this side, because it works better for some unknown reason. It does. I'm not gonna question why, it just does. And yeah, stairs for the upper area. So then I can go ahead and start switching this. Of course, I'd wanna dig this out and put rocks in here. I think this entry is like fine. Like I don't want to get rid of the mossy cobble and replace it with stone bricks. That's important here. At least to me, I wouldn't want to have it like that. Okay, let me just get to the roof, tear it down completely, and see what I can work with. I don't necessarily need to tear it all down, but I do gotta like change it though. At least this much, like removing the sides. That's like bare minimum here. Oh, this house is different, or am I just doing it wrong? No, this is different. Oh, wait. Okay, so, the house is kind of wrong. In dimensions, it's 6 blocks instead of like either 5 or 7. So yeah, I think I gotta change just that about it. Basically, just move it once. It should be fine after that. I do want to keep the trend of having these logs, right? Like these, every other house. So I'm gonna move it by one. Yeah, and I do think I need to get rid of the whole roof first. This house is turning out to be trickier than I first expected it to be. Come on, bro. Like, I hate these guys. Oh, it went away. Oh, there was a rainbow here in the sky. There was just a like thunderstorm, and there was like a whole rainbow right here. Sadly, I didn't catch it in time. But this house is finally done as well. I did add a like small pig pen here. I'm gonna get pigs as well later, but for now it's gonna be empty. And yeah, I still have to like decorate the inside, so I'll get to that real quick. I finished the inside as well. Added a little, what do you even call these? I don't even know. Like an upper area for this house as well. So here's the pig pen. I'm gonna add pigs here later, of course. But with that, this house is also done. I was thinking of building the community center next in here, and I think the proportions of the farm itself are like ideal. So I'm just gonna like build it right in its place. Alright, so for this house, I was thinking of using the warped stairs for the roof. So, it has like some kind of like contrast to like the whole village. It's the community center. So I'm gonna see how that looks. Alright, it's actually looking pretty good. I might change the log in the middle to the warped log. But I'm not sure. No, and actually I'm gonna keep it like this. It's looking pretty good. I do need to get more to finish the like inside of this. Like here, so it doesn't look ugly. But it is looking really amazing. Oh. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue building. I've done some more tweaks. For example, I added this little part. So I basically just copied the library, but it's like longer and bigger as well. Also went ahead and added some more decorations. Of course, I still need to put something here and on the other side as well. So far, it's looking really good. And I also put stone and cobblestone slabs on the like logs as well, instead of the usual spruce ones, because this just complements it way more. And I've realized that the hardest part of this is definitely just doing all the decorations. But let me get back to decorating some more. Alright, I've finished the sides of the building, added a few barrels, some more lighting around here, and some flowers as well. Of course, the bushes as well. Now, I'm gonna go and do the inside. The way I want to do it is I want to have like a second level to this, and probably multiple rooms if possible. So let's see how I can make that. It's gonna be a little bit tricky, but I'm sure I can do it. I went ahead and finished the interior, make it look like an actual community center. A little bit of, oh, actually I'm missing a lectern from here, so I'm gonna do that real quick. Okay, I finished the interior. I've added a lounge, a work area down here, and also a second floor with even more work area and some windows here, so you can look out. It's looking pretty good. So that's basically the community center finished. Now there's, I think, three things left. There's the fisherman hut I want to build like over there, the farm, which is gonna be right over here, and a temple or a church, which I'm gonna build right over there on that like slope. So like here basically. Before I get to any of those, I do wanna like do the roads first. So I'm gonna like finish every single road, also decorate them, and then I can start doing the fisherman house. Probably that should be the easiest. So I'll see you once the roads are done. I finished most of the decorations by the roads, but I'm still gonna need like a ton of lanterns. So that will have to wait a little bit. But I think, yeah, all of this is basically finished. I've went all around the village. I haven't done these parts yet because, I haven't built anything here yet, but everywhere else, this path all the way up to the armor as well. There's decorations. Let me add a few more here as well, like this. Yeah, there's like all the way around here. Built a road here as well. So yeah, the lanterns are gonna cost a lot of iron, but shouldn't take too long for me to get all the iron. So far, it's looking really good. So now I'll probably get started on the fisherman first. All right, now let me start building. I want to get the like base of it raised by like a block to like show that it's like a fisherman house. It's near water. So let me just get to that. Yeah, so this is gonna be like the basic frame of the house. Of course, I'm gonna take it out with like a little dock going that way, but like this is the like main house. It's gonna be pretty small, but like fisherman doesn't need a big house. All right, so this is gonna require me a little more wood than I have. So yeah, it's time I chop some trees down. All right, so I was collecting wood and I just found this. Like, what even is this place? Like, it's so beautiful, bro. Look at this. Just look around. It's insane. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. Like, it's genuinely crazy. And there's like even more this way. Like, this is insane. I might have to come here in the future and build something as well. But I got the wood, so I'm just gonna head back and continue building. Okay, now let's get back to building. Okay, I think it's time for the roof now. I'm gonna do a combination of oak and spruce. That should basically look the same as this. So it's gonna fit the theme. Okay, so this should be the base of the house. Now I just gotta decorate this and like finish the dock that's over here. Just the usual spruce trapdoors on the side. It's gonna give it a lot of texture actually. It's very, very minimal, but it is gonna be looking really good. Looking at the community center, I might add something on the back of it because it's kind of looking plain. Maybe I'll add like greenery to that as well, like the other houses. This one is looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and decorate this with these fence gates. I think that's looking pretty nice here. Should be better than regular gates at least, like regular old gates. It is looking pretty nice actually. Maybe I could even try doing just slabs. Let's see what that looks like. You know what? Let's just do the gates, and I gotta take care of that guy now. Like, I swear I'll need to just light up the whole place, like underwater, so nothing spawns. I went ahead and extended the look a little bit, put some lighting on the house. Yeah, so it's pretty big here. Like, it's going into the water. I think it looks pretty amazing. Now, it did take up a lot of wood, as you can see, doing all of this, but Honestly, it was worth it. Like, it genuinely looks so good. And I just found out you could actually put lanterns on these fence gates. Oh, yeah, that breaks it. I also just found that out. But if you close it, just put it on here, it's gonna stay there. Unless you open it, of course. But this one looks pretty good, actually. Now I can actually go ahead and decorate the house itself. So I'll be back once that's done. I'm glad someone found the use for the leathers I put here. I don't know if he's in agony or if he's enjoying it. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's enjoying it, honestly. Maybe he wasn't. Oh yeah, he wasn't. It already looks so good from this angle. Like it's so amazing. Damn. I mean, obviously the shaders make it look a million times better, but it is looking pretty nice. So let's put some final touches on it. Basically the interior, like a bed here. I'm gonna need some more stuff at first. Let me just give him like a table or something. Yeah, that's fine with a lantern. And yeah, basically that's it. I don't think he needs more. Okay, maybe because he's a fisherman, I'm gonna give him like some storage in here. I mean, it's gonna be hard for him to sleep in there, but you know, it's. Let me just remove this. Okay, perfect. Now he can sleep and he has storage. Great. And let's get some. Actually, no, this is enough. Perfect. Let's give him some kind of more stuff up here. Is this gonna do anything? No, not really. But it looks cool, I guess. So I'm gonna leave it in here. You know, I guess he can do something with this. Oh, I almost forgot about windows. Ooh, that's a big thing. I gotta add windows here. Yeah, this is looking so much better already. You can see, well, you can see that farm over there. It's pretty cool, I guess. Honestly, this is one of my favorite builds, if not my favorite, honestly. Like, it just looks so good. I'm gonna put some more, like, greenery around here. Like, I guess, like, around this. Oh, yeah, it's looking genuinely amazing. Let me put some more, like, underwater. Like, give some texture. You know, make it look like moss or something. And then I can put some with flowers as well into the more visible spots. Yeah, this looks way better now. Honestly, I think I'll add like a few boats here and I'm just done with this. Yeah, I'm just gonna craft like a single boat and just put it here in the water. Yeah, that looks cool. Let's put a lantern here in case anything wants to spawn. Now they won't be able to. And under here as well. I really wouldn't want any like zombies spawning in here and then like causing trouble. Exactly, there's like a whole ass cave in here. These are slabs, I can't put anything there. Okay, that's fine. I can put stuff in here. I might actually just go ahead and decorate the whole like dock with these signs. Oh, you can go through these. Wait, I'm actually gonna do it then. These signs, by the way, are incredibly expensive. Like, it cost me 6 logs to make 6 of these. Like, that's just insane. They look cool at least. To be honest, it is looking pretty good with these signs. For the reflection from the shader is amazing. Like, it's so good, bro. Whoops. Anyways, I think it's done. I don't think there's really anything more I need to add to this house. To be fair. Actually, let me just add like a few barrels here to like show that, you know, people have been fishing here. Yeah, I guess that's cool. Honestly, no clue what to do with this. Like, I don't even know what this is. Like, not a clue. Actually, let me just change this real quick so it's actually like there's, you know, something in here. Yeah, that's better already. I mean, okay, kind of looks like dirt, but hey, it's gonna be good there. All right, so this is the fisherman's house. In my opinion, this is my favorite build, to be fair. And the cool thing about these signs is you can actually like just phase through them, and there's this like little cool area, like hidden like stuff. It's not gonna do anything, but like it looks cool. So next house, there's two left, I think. There's the farm that I'm gonna build here, and the church. Yeah, I'm probably gonna it's gonna probably gonna be a church. Then I'm gonna do like right over, yeah, like right over there. So I'm not sure which one to do first. I'm not even sure if I want to build a church like right now. Honestly, I'll probably go with the farmhouse here. I'll need to terraform quite a lot of space here because this is ugly, like really ugly, but it's probably not gonna be big. It's probably just gonna be like from basically until this point. I want to make it like that. I also want to add like a waterfall here. Okay, something's wrong with this water. But yeah, basically there's gonna be like a waterfall here as well. Let me just block this up. So yeah, basically I'm gonna build like waterfall. It's gonna like flow through the farmlands as well. So it's basically gonna start from like right over here next to the library. Oh, not these guys again. Like, come on, bro. And it's gonna last like until this point with a farmhouse somewhere like here. So let me just get some more wood and we can start building that as well. First thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and put some fences around the whole place to, just show the farmland itself. So I'll do that, and after that, I'll do a waterfall right over here, which is basically gonna just flow into the river, and then I'll start on the actual farmhouse. Okay, so I ran out of spruce, like halfway done, so I'm gonna get more and then continue. Okay, now this should definitely be enough. Hopefully, at least. So I got to finishing the fences and then I'll be back. That's the first fence done. Now I'm gonna do the same right over here on the other side. I already went ahead and like marked the place I'm gonna be building the fence, like yeah, right here on the blocks. So once I'm done, I'll get to the waterfall with that. And the gate here is also finally finished. Well, more like a fence than a gate. In some places it is like kind of weird, like over here, but it's still chill, still looks good. It did take a lot of wood, to be fair. Like, it was crazy amount of wood. Now, I'll move on to the waterfall next. So it's gonna be flowing from right over here. And then I'll have to... Oh, come on, bro. And then I'll have to, like, guide its way down there to the actual lake. This should be the main... Well, this is basically the waterfall. So now I just gotta, like, guide it down. That should be way easier than what this is, because this took a long time, and it doesn't look, like as perfect as you'd want it to be. So let me just get to the ocean first, or the lake. With that finished comes the actual hard part, where I need to like fill the whole like river up with water. It's gonna take quite a lot of time. I basically want it to be level with the stone, so yeah, I'll be back once that's finished as well. It's probably gonna take a long time. Now this should be fixed, and the water should actually just be flowing like it is in any other normal river. Yeah, it is way better now. Oh, definitely. All right then, because okay, you can see like it's not like randomly moving, because when it like drops down, it's like flowing like that, but this is what it should be like. It should be like still like this. So now I can move on to the farmhouse, which I'm basically gonna build like right over here next to the river when it started raining as well. I'll definitely make sure to like check out some videos on like how like water works in Minecraft. But yeah, for now this looks good, I guess. This looks like what it should be. So yeah, I'm just probably gonna leave this as is. Let me get started on the farmhouse. Okay, let me go ahead and put a windmill like right over here. And now I can get on with the roof. I'm probably just gonna do like cobblestone and what is this even called? Stone bricks for the like outer layer and then just the regular oak stairs for the inner layer. Gonna be trickier with this one though, with the windmill. But I'm sure I can make it work. Honestly, so far so good. It's looking pretty nice. I'll go ahead and add some like windows as well. And then we can get onto like the more decoration. Oh, and the floor as well. I'm gonna do that. Also went ahead and made the road. So now this looks a million times better. And now I gotta, okay, once again, decorate it. So let me get going. So far, this whole place is definitely looking good. I mean, the waterfall's amazing. House is good. I went ahead and also like, finished the roads here as well. I finally fixed the river. So a few things I still need to add is a few final touches to the house, a lot of exterior decoration and the windmill. And then the hardest of them all is just filling up this whole area with wheat. That's going to require a lot of seeds, and I don't think I have enough. So I'm going to be farming a lot of those. Let's make this windmill finally. Hopefully this is high enough. All right, that looks pretty good to me. So now let's move on to the decoration. And that's the house finished. Went ahead and added some decoration all the way around the house. And also finished the interior. It's nothing special. It's just like a little farmhouse. There's like a little table here. It's actually perfect. It's such a great view, by the way. It's amazing. And now comes the hardest part, which is turning all of this green land into just a wheat field. It's gonna be tricky, but it's gonna look really good, so it's worth it. I think starting from the bottom is gonna make things easier, so I'm just gonna be planting the seeds right here. And I'll have to add some water along the way as well. It's gonna be tricky. Okay, so I've barely scratched the surface and I'm already out of seeds. So yeah, it's gonna take me quite some time to finish this. Let me go to the nether and get some more bone blocks, so it's gonna be a little easier. Wow, this is gonna be like at least 1,000 seeds, to be honest. It's crazy. Thankfully, one of these biomes is pretty near me, so I can collect to my heart's content. I also found a few of these happy guests as well, so gonna come in handy later on. Let me just put them away into this chest. See, I already have one, so this is gonna be 4 happy guests for the future. But now then, let's get back to finishing this whole farm. Got a few seeds now. Hopefully I can continue. Hopefully it will be enough, because this is like 3 stacks. Probably won't be enough, but hopefully it will get me at least somewhere. Okay, now you can see the rainbow I was talking about. Come on, bro. This looks good, right? So cool. I didn't even know the shader pack had this. But let's check from the sky. Yeah, this actually looks amazing. Let me also take a screenshot of this. Okay, amazing. Farm is coming along pretty well, I think. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. But I need to get some water here as well once I'm finished. So let me just continue. After hundreds and hundreds of seeds planted, the farm is finally done. Let's get an aerial look of the whole thing. So, this is absolutely beautiful in my opinion. Now I just gotta wait for all the seeds to grow in. I also put the water in, so it won't die out. But this is probably my second favorite build after the fisherman house. Like it's beautiful. So a few things I still want to do is just plant just a few trees around in these empty areas. Yeah, it's nothing special, but had to finish this. All right, I do gonna finish this church. I'm gonna build one here because it wouldn't be transforming a full village if I just left this big empty space here. That's gonna be the final thing I'm gonna be doing for this. And then, of course, placing these villagers in. Oh, come on, bro. In their actual houses because they're just sleeping here. Let's get to building then. And with that, the outside of the church is done. Now, all I need to do is just do the decorations. A little time skip, and the church is finished. When there's a wandering trader, let's ignore that guy. So, I went ahead and let's start from here. I went ahead and finished the cliffs to this side, finished the road all the way around the church, and of course, most importantly, the church. Did the interior. This is one of my favorite interiors, honestly. It just looks so good. It's amazing. This was a pretty hard build, but with this, the entire village is finally finished. And thankfully, all of the wheat is now fully grown. So all I need to do now is just take a cinematic shot and the whole thing is finished. It's been crazy. It definitely took me like at least 20 hours to make. I'm gonna check and look at the replay mods. But yeah, this has been the biggest project I've ever done. And guys, thank you so much for staying till the end and watching this video. This took an insane amount of effort and time to make, so I'd appreciate it if you liked, subbed, and commented if you have any ideas for what I should do in future episodes. Anyways, make sure to check out my other videos and see you guys on the next one.